Put your love on me, put your love on me, put it on me, put your love on me.
Kizunguzungu. SVT has released the running order for the Melodifestivalen 2016 final. We are quickly going to run through it. Opening the show is Panetoz, followed by Lisa Ajax. In third position is David Lindgren, followed by SaRaha, then Oscar Zia. In sixth position, it's Ace Wilder, followed by Robin Bengtsson, then Molly Sandén in spot number 8. Boris, René in spot number 9, and the final 3, Franz, Wiktoria, and Samir and Viktor. You guys, let's talk about the opening of the show, Panetoz. This seems like a great act to start with.
It's really fun, and I think everyone will cheer for them and stand up and dance along, and I think this is a really good way to make the audience really happy, and us.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they won over Molly Petters or Hammer, because Molly would have been awful to open the show. Last year they had Samir Viktor, this year they have Panetoz opening. It's just a perfect way to open the show.
They bring that energy, but then they are gonna cool us down with Miss Lisa Ajax in second position and then David Lindgren in third. Why do you think they're so early?
I think both songs. Well, I like Lisa's song. I don't really like David's song. But both of them are no winners. And I think they are keeping the best for last. So I think looking at those, it's a good start.
Yeah, I think they don't have any chances to win. David is my favorite, so I'm real sad that he's going on third, but he didn't have any chance to win whatever his running order would be. But yeah, it's totally dead for Lisa. The song, it's good, but you really forget it after all the songs. So I think she will do really bad. And I think maybe she did bad in the semi-final already because she has put on the second spot. So it's just bad for them both.
Then we have the Tanzanian realness of SaRaha. This is clearly just to mix things up early on. It'll keep the energy going before the big names come on. In fifth and sixth, we have Oscar Zia, followed by Ace Wilder. You go from Oscar Zia, nothing on the stage, to Ace Wilder, a lot of big boxes. This is an interesting kind of segment of the show. Do you think these positions will help them, hurt them? What do you make of it?
I think from this place, from the fifth place, the good songs are coming, and Oscar is really good, and I don't think that a fifth place can harm him. So it's not less, it's somewhere in the middle, and if it is the best song, I think it will win. So
yeah, it's not a big surprise, but it's a little surprise that they put Oscar so early, because I think he still is one of the favorites to win. And when it comes to Ace, Mons last year won from the sixth spot. So you never know. I can't see Ace winning, but it's a good position for her.
And one of our readers, going by the name Yes, says that Loreen was also in the sixth spot, which I don't remember.
Yeah, she was.
Well, there we go. I don't think Ace is winning. I think that her staging elevates a mediocre song, so unfortunately she will not be going to Eurovision. Now, in seventh, we have Robin Bengtsson. There was a lot of talk about him after the semi-final, but I feel like the talk has kind of dried up. People aren't as enthusiastic now as they were way back then, and it may be because Franz and Oscar Zia are bringing simple staging. They're male solo singers, and so in that sense, you kind of forget about Robin. I don't know. Do you think he's still in it?
I don't think he will win. In the beginning, he was the surprise. I mean, no one really knew him. And then Wiktoria came. No one knew her. And she was the big new thing. And then there was Frans. So I think in the beginning, it was the biggest surprise. And then not anymore. But still, I think he deserves a good placing, but not first.
I think Robin and Franz are, like, Franz is more for teenagers, and Robin is more for older people. But I think they actually are in the same genre, and I think it's interesting that they put them so close to each other. There's one or two songs between them, but I think Robin is still in the race to win it because it's different. it's standing out in all this big performance, like you said. And yeah, I don't know, maybe he can't win if people are voting for him instead of Franz.
Now in 8th position, we have Molly Sandén, who has had the most hype of anyone if you look back from November until now. In 8th position, there have been more winners from the 8th position than any other spot at Melodifestivalen, so that bodes well. I still don't think she's winning. I think that Franz has stolen her momentum. I think that her staging actually isn't that amazing. I think the song is like an anemic Euphoria. It's trying so desperately to be Euphoria, but it just needs some more food, some more juice. It's a little too thin. It's interesting they put her in 8th though. They're showing their respect for Molly and they're helping feed the hype that she had before.
Yeah, in the beginning, everyone was talking about her, and everyone knew that she was going to win. And giving her the last spot in her heat, that means that they wanted her to win. But I think right now, if you have Molly, and after her you have Franz and Wiktoria, both of them are also favorites. So I think that they still would like to see her win this thing, but that they have two new favorites.
Yeah, well, you can say it's not really a good spot because she's buried between Robin and Franz, who both have like calm songs and they are standing out because of that. I can't see Molly winning at all. I still don't like the song. The performance was a little let down for me because it wasn't what we expected. We thought that Molly is the favorite. Even the song was okay, but the performance would be amazing, but it wasn't. Wiktoria has much better staging, and the songs are pretty much the same level for me. And I think Molly doesn't have the best running order because she's right after the big favorite Franz.
Now, it's interesting to me, if we go to spots 10 and 11, Franz is coming before Wiktoria. So one way to look at this is Franz is so simple, some might say dead, and then Wiktoria comes in with this explosion, and so that could make the explosion, you're like, whoa, this explosion has erased Franz from my memory. Or you could say people who love the simplicity of Franz and they see Wiktoria, they're like, ew, this is too much. I have no idea. I just think it's gonna be closer between Franz and Wiktoria than people think. I think right now, because he's number 1 on iTunes, you're like, clearly it's gonna be him. But we need to remember, he was in the 4th semifinal, so
yeah.
You know, it's a recency bias. Like, people are talking about him because he just performed, whereas Wiktoria performed several weeks ago. I personally hope that Wiktoria can slay, bring it. I watch her video every day. That sounds so pathetic, but yeah, it's a song that I think is more international. Like, I think he just sounds a little too Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber like ripoff. But I do love him. He's my number 2, so there's not much between them.
I agree. Wiktoria is also my favorite, so I really hope that she is going to win and make all the people forget about Franz. And I'm also really glad that she is one of the last persons to perform and not the first one. But if Franz will win, I don't mind because he's my 3rd favorite, and I really like that they are performing right after each other. Yeah, we are able to see the best ones at the last spot, so it will be really exciting to be like, okay, just 3 songs and the best one will come, and everyone will wait for them. So I think it's really good that I did this.
Yeah, it's like you said, it can be good for Franz or bad for Franz. I think that because he was in the last heat and people liked the song and they started to play it on Spotify, the hype is growing and growing, but you really have to see it on the final because there's the international juries, they don't know about the Franz hype, and I don't know if they will buy the song because, like I said, it's really like what we have on the charts right now. And Wiktoria the song is maybe a little dated, but the performance is ultra modern. So it just depends what the juries like. I think Wiktoria can be in the fight for the victory, but I can't see. Right now, I can't see her doing better than Robin and Franz.
And finally, closing the show, it is Viktor and Samir, or rather Samir and Viktor. Now, Sammy, you have an interesting theory. You think they can win it all.
Yeah, I actually think that they can win the Sela vote because they are popular. Maybe Sweden wants to go for something completely different. They want to go something fun and something that really shows that side of the Sweden. Because if you follow Melodifestivalen, you know that there are always these what you can consider as joke acts, but they never go to the contest, because in the contest they want to do better every year. But maybe they want, because they have the host country, they are already in the final, they want to show something different. And Samir Viktor, they have such a big support, they have millions of plays on Spotify, they have millions of views on YouTube. Maybe it's just because they are shirtless and people want to watch that, but I really think that they can do even better with the televote than last year. And it's just the difference to the second place, because juries, they won't like Samir Viktor because they never vote for songs like that. They didn't vote for Samir Viktor last year either, but only if the televote numbers are big enough, they really can win it.
I don't think they can win. I agree with you that the people at home will vote for them. So with that, they will do better than last year. But you already said that the jury won't vote for them. And I think that people are also loving a lot of other songs, and they will get enough votes combined with the jury to make another song win. And it's really fun, and I am glad that they are last. Looking at the songs, you want a big fun song to begin with and to end with. I think Panetoz, Boris, René, and Samir and Viktor are the three acts that can do that. Well, one of them is beginning, one of them is ending. So I think they did a really good job with that, and yeah, they will do well, but not win.
And it's interesting because last year, Samir and Viktor opened the final. So in a way, this is kind of SVT saying, sorry about it, now you get to close. Well, that's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
You can also like the video if you like us and agree with our opinion, or if you disagree, you can also like it.
Give us a dislike if you want. It's cool. Sorry, Denise.
Yeah. And you can also subscribe, but you already knew that, and please do that.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
You give me Kizunguzungu. I'm the only one. Okay.